This is Your Path, Live, with Bishop Mark, live from Dallas Universal Life Church in Dallas, Texas.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Your Path Live with Bishop Mark. I'm your host, Bishop Mark Zorn, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, as we do every Wednesday night, right here at Dallas Universal Life Church in beautiful Dallas, Texas. It's a beautiful 5:34 p.m. right now in Dallas on Wednesday afternoon, and a wonderful 76 degrees outside on a January 7th afternoon. Can you believe that? It's supposed to be a lot cooler at the end of this week. So it's probably like summer, to y'all. Getting cooler here is going to be like summer to everybody else. So we're enjoying some good weather here. I'm happy for it. But we're going to have some rain coming, and we've got some I guess, spring-like weather. It's going to be a little cooler. Not winter for sure. All right, folks. This show is all about you. It's called Your Path for a reason, and that's why I'm here. I'm going to open that up. Make sure that's all the way opened up there. I don't want to lose you there. There we go. It's all about you, and that's what it means. Is it's a call-in show. You can call in and talk to me about your life, your faith, your day, your relationships, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to pray about. That's what I'm here for. It's very simple to get in touch with me and get online with me. There's a little script going across the bottom of your screen. If you're watching, I think it's the only thing we have on now. It's on the bottom of the screen now. And it says https://tinyurl.com/bishop2026. And that is the secret code to get in tonight into the green room. Bishop 2026, tinyurl.com/bishop2026. Or you can make it real easy. There's a QR code right at the top of your screen, top left-hand side of your screen, and it's over here. And if you take your phone and open up the camera, and hold it up to it, it'll bring up a little link, and you can click on that, and it's much easier than typing it all in. All right. So I do have a topic today, and I will wait for you to call. Please interrupt. Please call in, and I mean, even if you just want to talk about the topic tonight, you just have anything else you want to talk about. We're kind of slow on calls this year for our show, and I kind of miss that. So I mean, I enjoy. I know you're watching. I see the stats, but give us a call. Jump in here. Let us talk to you. Let's get a little bit of variety here, folks. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can take that off of there. My little Bishop Mark sign off of there. I forgot to take that off. Let's see. It's up here somewhere. Comments. Nope, not that. Oh, don't forget, folks. You can always go, if you're watching on Facebook, the chat there on Facebook will go directly to, I think, YouTube as well. We'll go to, YouTube as well. It will go to our page here, and we can see what you're saying. We can chat with you live while we're on. And it's not probably as easy on here when I'm doing a topic, because call in, I can stop it. And if you're just doing it over there, I won't always see it, and I apologize about that, but I'm doing my best to get better at that. So let's take this little thing off of there. How do I get that off of there? It drives me nuts. Don't fall asleep on me, Tim. He's going to fall asleep. Trust me. He's going to fall asleep. See it coming. Get ready. You hear the yelling, Bishop, in a minute. Okay. Let's see what we got here. There we go. I'm running the show by myself. It's a one-man show here. Tim's going to be asleep in a minute, so, but I got these great things. I see it went off on its own. I don't have to sit there and turn it on and off. That's kind of real cool. So you got another one. There's a little timer on it. And that's a good idea. These guys are really on it. They're getting, I mean, I know y'all think I'm crazy. I'm such a geek when it comes to stuff like that, but it's cool. That little invention of having a timer on there, watch. See, it went off on its own. I could be talking about something else, and that timer takes it off, so it's sitting there just running the whole time. Okay. All right. We're ready to go. Here we go. We have a couple of topics we're going to talk about today. We've got two different things. And I'm not going to tell you what the second one is first, but I'm going to start with the first one first, and then we'll get on to the second one. So the first topic for today is your mouth is building your future or burning it down. Get ready. Listen to me. Tonight is not soft. Tonight is not cute. Tonight is not just be positive. Tonight is a mirror. And some of you are not going to like what you see until you realize that it can change, because you keep asking God for a better life while your mouth keeps dragging you back into the same mess. You're praying for peace and speaking panic all day. You're praying for healing, and you keep telling the same story like it's your identity. You're praying for stronger relationships, and your words are a weapon. Again, I am Bishop Mark, and this is Your Path Live with Bishop Mark. Call in tonight because we're going straight to it. Your mouth is either a construction tool or an arson torch. It builds or it burns. And if you don't get control of what comes out of you, you'll keep living in what you keep speaking. Now, I'm not saying you should lie. I'm not saying you should pretend. I'm saying your words are a steering wheel, and some of you keep steering into ditches and calling it just who I am. No, it's not who you are. It's what you've learned and what you've practiced and what you've normalized. So tonight we're going to talk about self-talk. We're going to talk about how you speak to people you claim to love. We're going to talk about gossip disguised as concern. You know that one. We're going to talk about sarcasm that's really bitterness. And we're going to talk about I'm just being honest when it's really cruelty. And by the end of the show, you're going to have a plan you can actually use. So don't forget, call in. Are you the known person? Are you known as the person who speaks life or the person who drains the room? Are you encouraging or exhausting? Are you truthful or reckless? Good things to talk about when you call in, isn't it? All right. Let's establish something. Words are not magic, but words are power. Not power like a spell, power like a hammer, power like a steering wheel, power like oxygen or smoke. Scripture doesn't avoid this subject because it isn't minor. It's major. Proverbs teaches that the tongue can bring life or death. James warns that the tongue can set a whole life on fire. And Ephesians teaches that our speech can build people up or tear them down. And if you don't want scripture tonight, fine. Here's the everyday truth. Words create atmosphere. One sentence can change the mood in a car ride, in a kitchen, in a bedroom, in a workplace, in a church, in a friendship. One sentence can make someone feel safe or make them shut down for a week. Words create identity. If you constantly say, I'm a failure, you will start acting like it. If you constantly say, I'm always alone, you will start isolating. Words create momentum. You can't talk like defeat and consistently walk in courage. Not long term. Something breaks. And here's the one people don't want to admit. Your mouth reveals what's running your heart. If all that comes out is bitterness, you don't have a communication problem. You have an inner problem. Here's a good call-in question for you. What's a phrase you say that you already know you need to stop saying? And here's another one. Who has your words hurt the most? Yourself, your partner, your kids, your friends? Think about that one. All right. I'm going to name some things. And this is the next part of this little talk here is called the 5 kinds of talk that destroy lives. Now, I'm going to name these plainly. If you hear yourself, don't get defensive. Get free. Number 1, catastrophe talk, panic as a lifestyle. Everything is the worst. Everything is ruined. Every setback becomes a funeral. You don't have a bill. You have a breakdown. You don't have a conflict. You have everybody hates me. You don't have a bad day. You have my whole life is falling apart. That kind of talk trains your nervous system to live in emergency mode. So let's talk about some replacement language for that. This is hard, but I can handle the next step. I'm overwhelmed, so I'm going to slow down and get help. This is a setback, not a sentence. Hey, Tim, good morning. Told you he was going to go to sleep. You got to stand up and do some jumping jacks. Number 2, identity cursing talk, self-harm with vocabulary. Some of you don't describe a moment. You label your whole person. I'm stupid. I'm broken. I'm unlovable. I'm always the problem. Listen, that's not humility. That's a curse you keep repeating. Here's some replacement language for you. I made a mistake, but I'm learning. I'm healing. I'm growing. I'm not what I've been through. And number 3, poison talk, gossip disguised as concern. Let's be honest here. Some people don't speak to connect. They speak to contaminate. They bring drama like it's a gift. They say, I'm just worried, but they're entertained. They say, I'm praying, but they're spreading rumors. That destroys trust and it destroys community. So here's some replacement language for you. Have you talked to them directly? I'm not discussing them without them. Let's pray and also be responsible with what we repeat. Number 4, weaponized honesty, truth without love. Some of you love to cut people and call it being real. No, you're not real. You're reckless. Truth without love is violence. Love without truth is enabling. But tonight we're talking about the ones who enjoy the cut. If your truth leaves people humiliated, you didn't speak truth. You spoke ego. So here's some replacement language for you. I need to tell you something hard, and I'm saying it because I care. Help me understand. Here's what I felt and what I need going forward. Number 5, sarcasm as a religion, humor that's really bitterness. Some people can't speak without a jab. Every compliment has a sting. Every joke has a blade. I know somebody like that right over here. That's not a personality. That is unresolved pain. Here's some replacement language for you. I'm frustrated and I need a minute. That hurt me. I want to do better with how I talk. Here's the call-in question for you. Look, I'm waiting for you to call in. It's right there. Just click that little QR link, that QR code. Which one hits you the hardest? Catastrophe, identity cursing, gossip, weaponized honesty, or sarcasm? And be honest. Where did you learn it? So why you talk like that? The root, not just the symptom. Let's go deeper. Some of you talk negative because you're afraid. If you expect the worst, you think you can't be disappointed. But that isn't wisdom. That's armor, and armor gets heavy. Some of you talk harsh because you were raised in harshness. You grew up where love was sarcasm and praise was rare and apologies were non-existent. So you learn to survive by being sharp. Some of you talk constantly because silence scares you, because silence makes you feel, and feeling is what you've been avoiding. Some of you talk down about yourselves because it feels safer to insult yourself first than risk someone else doing it. I'm trying to give him some help here. I'm going to read that again for you, Tim. So listen to this little thing here. Some of you talk down about yourself because it feels safer to insult yourself first than risk someone else doing it. Does that sound familiar? I said it would. Because you were dreaming, didn't you? And some of you talk like a critic because deep down you're ashamed. And criticism keeps you from being vulnerable. You know, if you get him off your lap, you'll cool off a little bit and you won't fall asleep so easily. He's like a little oven. Here's the truth. If you don't heal what hurts you, you will bleed on people who never cut you. And you call it communication. Well, it's really pain. So if your mouth is always hot, your heart is probably hurting. Now let's go on to social media, where words go to die. Let's talk about the digital mouth. You could ruin your reputation, your relationships, your peace with a comment section. Some of you are brave online and rude in real life because you've gotten addicted to reaction. Stop posting from anger. Stop texting from ego. Stop subtweeting your trauma. If you can't say it with integrity, don't say it publicly. Here's a rule for you. If you're not willing to say it to someone's face with love, don't type it. The 3 filters. Simple tool, big impact. Now here's the practice. Write this down, seriously. Before you speak, especially when you're emotional, run it through 3 filters. Number 1, does it heal or harm? Number 2, does it solve or escalate? And number 3, does it reflect who I want to be? Because your mouth can be a hammer building a better life or a match burning down trust. He stood up. He's standing up now, so I don't have to watch him so much. But he has fallen asleep standing up before. When you feel that heat rise, pause and say out loud, I'm going to speak carefully because I don't want to burn what I'm trying to build. That one sentence can stop a fight. I'm going to build seats carefully because I don't want to burn what I'm trying to build. Hey, try it, folks, you know. All right, how to fight fair for couples, families, and friends. This will be a good one. Some of you don't argue. You assassinate. Let me give you my rules for conflict that actually leads somewhere. Number one, no insults. If you have to degrade someone to make your point, you already lost. Number two, no bringing up ancient history as a weapon. If you forgave it, stop resurrecting it. Number three, no mind reading. Stop saying you always and you never and you don't care. Ask questions, clarify, verify. Number four, stay on the topic. Don't start with the dishes and end up talking about your childhood. Number five, take breaks before you explode. A break is not abandonment, it's maturity. I want to solve this. I need 10 minutes to calm down so I don't say something I can't take back. That's the truth. Sometimes walking away is really the bigger man doing that. All right, self-talk, the private sermon you preach daily. Now, I'm coming for the internal mouth. You talk to yourself more than anyone else. And we know some people talk more than most people talk to themselves. And some of you are your own worst bully. If you spoke to your best friend the way you speak to yourself, you'd be ashamed. You say, I'm pathetic. I always mess up. No one will ever love me. I'm too old. I'm too late. I'm too broken. Let me tell you what that does. It trains your spirit to expect rejection. It trains your mind to look for evidence of failure. It makes you suspicious of joy. Now, here's a new practice for you. When you catch a destructive thought, do catch, replace, repeat. Catch it. I'm saying I'm a failure. Replace it. I'm learning and growing and I'm taking steps. Repeat it until your body believes it. Apologies that actually work, not sorry you feel that way. Some of you apologize like this. I'm sorry, but that's not an apology. That's a defense speech. A real apology has 5 parts. Name it. Number 1, name it. I spoke to you disrespectfully. Number 2, own it. That was wrong. Number 3, impact. It hurt you and made you feel unsafe. Number 4, repair. What can I do to make it right? And number 5, change. Here's what I'm doing differently. And listen carefully. If your behavior never changes, your apology becomes manipulation. Speaking life without lying. Faith plus integrity. There's that product placement again. Speaking life doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means you tell the truth without surrendering to despair. You can say, I'm struggling and I'm still standing. I'm anxious. I'm still taking steps. I'm hurt and I'm not hopeless. I don't know what's next, but I'm not abandoned. That's not denial, that's maturity. The 7-day clean mouth challenge. Get ready for this one. I'm giving you a challenge for the week. Timothy, this one's for you. For 7 days. Oh, this one's for you. For 7 days, no self-insults, no catastrophic statements, no gossip, no jokes that are really venom. No, I'm just being honest cruelty. And if you slip, do not shame yourself. Correct yourself out loud. Correction rewires the brain and retains the spirit. Examples. I can't do anything right. Nope. I'm frustrated, but I'm capable. Everything is ruined. Nope. This is difficult, but I'm taking the next step. Ugh. All right. That's all for that section. I want to do a closing prayer on this one, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back for the next section. This is going to work out fine today. We're great. Okay. So let's bow our heads and pray on this, if we will, folks. God of truth and grace, tonight we bring you our mouths, because what comes out of us has been hurting us and hurting others. Forgive us for speaking fear, for spreading poison, for cursing ourselves, for using truth as a weapon, for turning sarcasm into violence. Heal the wounds that taught us to speak like this. Put a guard over our lips when anger rises. Give us courage to tell the truth with love and humility. Give us discipline to stop repeating destructive patterns. And where our words have burned bridges, give us humility to repair, wisdom to apologize, and strength to change. Let our words build. Let our words bless. Let our words bring life. In your holy name. Amen. Okay. Tim, you're doing that 7-day challenge. You're doing it. And you know what? I'm not going to make it that easy on you. You mess up, it's going to be $1. Don't mess up. You can do it. Can, promise. Okay. I'm trying to get us to go to a commercial here. I'm having trouble here. Okay, it's here somewhere. Okay. There we go. All right, folks. We will be right back for the second segment of Your Path Live with Bishop Mark in just a moment. Stay with us.
Dallas Universal Life Church, led by Bishop Mark, has cultivated a unique approach to Christianity that emphasizes selflessness, an open dialogue with God, and service to others. The church's values are centered around being men and women for others, and they actively seek out opportunities to serve their community. Bishop Mark's leadership approach is refreshing, encouraging people to have raw and honest conversations with God and promoting an inclusive relationship with the divine. Their belief in accepting all beliefs and ideologies and recognizing the path to God is unique and fosters an environment of inclusivity and acceptance. In today's world, where divisiveness seems to be the norm, Dallas Universal Life Church offers a refreshing and inspiring approach to faith. Their values of selflessness, service, and inclusion are a testament to the positive impact that religion can have on individuals, communities, and society as a whole.
For more information about Dallas Universal Life Church, please visit www.yourdallas.church.
Yeah, there I am. Welcome back to Your Path Live with Bishop Mark. I'm your host, Bishop Marcus Horton, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, at Dallas Roots Life Church. I do every Wednesday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Beautiful. Oh, Lord, there's the neighbors again. I swear. I know you heard that. I know you could hear that on the microphone. It was pretty loud. Wow. 5:56 p.m. at 5:56 p.m. Central Time. 76 degrees here in beautiful Dallas, Texas right now. And you can't ask for any better than that. 76 on 5:56 on a beautiful January the 7th. Happy New Year, everybody. I guess this is my first time back. I think it is. I did New Year's Eve last time. I think this is our first time. It is. It absolutely is. We did New Year's Eve last week. Well, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's going great. Let's go on with the next part of our topic here. Don't forget to call in, folks. There's that screen that little ticker going on the bottom of the screen. It says tinyurl.com/bishop2026. That's how you get in touch with me. So you go in the green room. That's how you talk to me. I want to hear from you. Or you take your phone, go to the QR code right. Let's see if we can do it. There. It's kind of backwards. You get used to a mirror, and it's not mirrored. Anyway, it's right there. And take your phone, hold it up to it on your photo app, and you'll click a little link, and you hit the link, and it's going to put you right here in my green room, and I'm going to talk to you, and we're going to have a great time. Yeah? This is a good plan to me. Next topic. Lonely in a crowded city. Now, I need you to hear me. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. You can have a packed calendar and still feel empty. You can have friends and still not have anyone you trust with your real self. And in a big city, loneliness is sneaky because you can hide in plain sight. You can be the life of the party and go home hollow. You can be the strong one for everyone else and break in private. Again, I am Bishop Mark, and this is Your Path Live. And tonight's second topic of the evening is lonely in a crowded city. Now, I'm bored lonely. I'm talking about the loneliness that sits on your chest. The loneliness that makes you scroll your phone like it's a life support machine. The loneliness that whispers, nobody would notice if you disappeared. Call in tonight. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the person who moved here and never found their people, quote unquote. The one grieving someone they can't replace. The one whose relationship ended and their whole world went quiet. The one who's surrounded but still unseen. The one who smiles in public and collapses in private. So loneliness is a signal, not a shame. Let's kill the shame right now. Loneliness does not mean you're weak. Loneliness does not mean you're unlovable. Loneliness does not mean you're failing at life. Loneliness is often a signal, like pain in the body. It tells you something needs attention. And for many of you, loneliness is connected to being hurt. You didn't become guarded for fun. You became guarded because closeness cost you something. So I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to call you back to life. There are 4 types of loneliness. A lot of people just say, I'm lonely, and don't know what they mean. Here are 4 common kinds. Number 1, social loneliness. You don't have people to do life with. Number 2, emotional loneliness. You have people around, but nobody knows you. Number 3, situational loneliness. A change happened, move, divorce, grief, new job, and your circle didn't come with you. Number 4, existential loneliness. You feel disconnected from purpose, meaning, and God. And if your life looks, even if your life looks fine. Now, different loneliness requires different healing. Why it's worse now. Modern life is built for isolation. It's true. We have more connection tools than ever, and people feel more disconnected than ever. Why is that? Well, it's very simple. We confuse access with intimacy. A like isn't love. A DM isn't friendship. People can interact with you and still not know you. We perform instead of relate. We show highlights, not humanity. So everybody believes they're the only one struggling. We're exhausted. Work, bills, stress. By the time people get home, they have no capacity for relationships that require presence. And we don't trust because trust got abused. So we keep everyone's at arm's length and call it peace. Now here's the truth. Isolation feels safe until it becomes a prison. You still staying awake, standing up, or are you falling asleep? Kind of. Be a test later. Your life might depend on it. Protective loneliness, the one that feels safe but kills you slowly. Now let's talk about the loneliness you choose. Some people are lonely because life happened. But some people are lonely because they're protecting themselves. So you got hurt, so you stopped letting people close. You got betrayed, so you stopped trusting. You got disappointed, so you stopped hoping. You didn't decide, I want to be alone. You decided, I can't survive being hurt again. Listen carefully. Protection can become self-sabotage very quickly, and loneliness will start to feel normal until you forget how to connect. Loneliness and grief, the kind people don't know how to talk about. Now, some of you are lonely because, well, you're grieving. And grief isolates people, not because they want to be alone, but because grief changes you. It changes your appetite, your energy, your patience, your identity. Sometimes your friends don't know what to say, so they say nothing. Sometimes you don't want pity, so you hide. Let me say this with respect. If you lost someone, your loneliness is not a phase. It's part of love. But here's the danger. Grief needs companionship, not isolation, not crowds, companionship. Now, if you're grieving, you don't need 10 people who talk. You need 1 or 2 people who will sit with you in silence and not rush your healing. Seriously. You don't need more people. You need real connection. Now, a lot of folks think that the cure is more friends. No. The cure is real connection, even if it's with 2 people. You don't need a crowd. You need 1 person you can tell the truth to, 1 place you can belong without performing, 1 relationship where your nervous system can relax. And yes, faith communities are supposed to be that. Some of you have been burned by church environments that felt judgmental or fake. So let me say this clearly. A healthy community does not require you to pretend. A healthy community makes room for your humanity. Now, how to rebuild that connection? No vibes, only steps. I'm going to give you a plan. you can actually use. How did I go through that segment so quickly? Okay, I might have a third segment. All right, step number 1, name what you need. Get specific here. Not, I'm lonely. Say, I need one consistent friend. I need safe people. I need accountability. I need a weekly anchor. I need community without performance. Step number 2, waiting to be found. Some of you are waiting for a rescue, but connection often starts with initiation. Send the text, make the plan, join the group, show up consistently. And I know some of you hate this part, so let me speak to it. Initiation is not begging. Initiation is leadership. All right, step number 3, choose depth over cool. Stop chasing popular people with no capacity. Choose faithful people who actually show up. Depth is built with consistency, not charisma. Step number 4, risk honesty in small doses. You don't dump your whole life story on day 1, but you can say, I've been having a hard time lately. I felt isolated. Could we talk about this? Could we talk this week? I could use some prayers. I miss having real community. See, that's a bridge. So create a weekly anchor. Loneliness thrives in Loneliness thrives in unstructured time. So pick one weekly anchor, a call with a friend, a group meeting, volunteering, worship, a class, a walking routine with someone. Belonging is often built by rhythm. Here's a question for you might want to call in about. What's one step you can take this week to create connection? What's stopping you? Fear, pride, exhaustion, trust issues, shame? Scripts you can use. Here we go. Because people do freeze. See, I know about this one because here I am with my script. If I didn't have my teleprompter in front of me with my script like this, folks, we would be talking for about 5 hours and we would never get back to the topic. I mean, we'd be off on just every tangent in the world. I have that habit. So we keep the script in front of me. Scripts you can use because people freeze or just talk too much. Some of you want connection, but you don't know what to say. So here you go. Number 1, text. Here's a text number 1. Hey, I've been feeling a little isolated lately. Can we grab coffee or talk this week? Text number 2. I don't need you to fix anything. I just need a friend. Do you have time to talk? Text number 3. I'm trying to rebuild community this year. Do you want to join me for an event, a church, a volunteer, or a meal? Text number 4 for reconnection. I know it's been a minute, but I miss you. Can we catch up? And if they don't respond, listen, that is information, not a verdict on your worth. Try again with someone else. Keep going. The lonely, strong one, the caretaker trap. Say that 10 times fast. The caretaker trap. Now let me talk to the person who feels invisible because they're always the helper. You're the one who people call when they need something. You're the one who listens, the one who shows up, the one who holds it together. And you're tired. Here's the trap. When you're always the caregiver, people assume you don't need care. So tonight, you get permission to say, I need support too. I'm not okay. I'm struggling. Can you check on me this week? That is not weakness. That is health. Now, if you know someone who's been quiet lately, don't send the lazy message. Let me know if you need anything. Be specific. I'm calling you tomorrow at 7. Are you free? I'm bringing dinner by Thursday. What time works? Specific love changes lives. Faith in loneliness. Without pretending it fixes instantly. Now, faith does not erase loneliness overnight. But faith speaks against the lie loneliness tells you. You are forgotten. No one cares. You don't matter. This is all you'll ever be. Scripture is full of people crying out in isolation and still reaching for God. Even Jesus experienced betrayal and abandonment. So if you feel alone, you're not a bad believer. You're human. But hear this clearly. Even when God is with you spiritually, you still need people relationally. We were made for connection. Healing often comes through community, not just in private prayer. The 30-day connection plan, simple and doable. Now, if you want to plan, here it is. Week number 1, initiate twice. Text, call 2 people. Ask for 1 meetup. Week number 2, show up somewhere consistently. 1 group, 1 volunteer shift, 1 class, 1 recurring space. Week number 3, practice small honesty. Share 1 real thing with 1 safe person. Week number 4, create a weekly anchor, a standing call, coffee, walk, service, or worship rhythm. That's not instant best friends. That's rebuilding the foundations of belonging. So if you're listening and you feel alone, I want you to say this out loud where you are. I don't have to carry this by myself. Again, I don't have to carry this by myself. Now take 1 action tonight. Send 1 message. Even if your hands shake, even if your pride screams, even if your fear tries to talk you out of it. Because loneliness doesn't break when you think. It breaks when you move. And our neighbors like to move up there. We've got about 19 more minutes, folks. I went through that one really quick. We got a closing prayer. I'm going to save that for a little bit. Let's talk about what's happening here at the church this week. Okay, I'm going to sit back for a minute. That's better. I don't know why my back hurts all the time. I'm always up way up the screen like that. Okay. I look like really short. I need a phone book to sit on. Coming up, what is today? Wednesday? Yeah. Coming up Friday, it's the official start to the weekend with Bishop Mark on our beautiful sister station, the Zoo, THEZUE.net, our radio station, where you can get some great music 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. Brought to you by Zorn Universal Entertainment and Dallas Future Life Church. That's the Zoo.net, THEZUE.net. And like I said, great place to get some music. And then Fridays, like I said, I have our show, official start to the weekend with Bishop Mark. It's at 5 p.m. Central Time on the Zoo, THEZUE.net. Check it out, folks. It's a lot of fun. I'm working on getting the call-ins done for that. We're trying. Give me some time. I'm not, it takes time to get all all this stuff merging together and get to work. We'll get there, I promise. Someday. Try to get some call-ins over for that, because that's to be fun if y'all can call and do call-ins for that. Then coming up Sunday, of course, Sunday we have church. We have Exploring Your Faith Live with Bishop Mark. And that's at 3 p.m. Central Time, followed immediately by the Bishop's Round Table, which is my favorite part of the service. And then coming back up the next week, next Wednesday, we're right back here with Your Path Live with Bishop Mark at 5:30 Central Time. So I got asked tonight, so when are you going to take your break for the year from Your Path? You have to take a little, it's just like TV seasons, they take a break during the summer, right? So I kind of looked and I said, I don't know. Do we have to? I think being healthy in this, and the healthy answer to that is yes, we have to. And we will. And I don't know what the date's going to be yet, but it'll be sometime, probably right around summertime. So you got plenty more time with me, folks. We got to get through Easter and all that fun stuff. And Easter comes early this year. I know that. Someone actually asked me yesterday, have you started preparing for Lent? I said, we just had New Year's. So let's see what they were talking about. I didn't even look at it. He's like, you better look, Chuck. Easter comes early this year. I said, okay. Go look for Ash Wednesday here. We'll find it. Let's see. Well, Ash Wednesday is not in February, so it's not too bad. So I don't think it is. Okay, it's got to be here. Well, they don't have it in here. Let's just go ask Google or ChatGPT or somebody. Somebody can tell me something about this. Ash Wednesday, 2026. That's what I put. It's on February the 18th. Oh, it is early. February the 18th is Ash Wednesday. Wow. We're an early Easter this year. Okay. That reminds me of the 2 years back we had Valentine's Day was Ash Wednesday. That was interesting. In fact, the poster we use for Lent every year is it's heart like this in ashes. And I designed that for that particular site, but it's still, I mean, it fits every year. I think it works great for Lent. But yeah, so February the 18th is Ash Wednesday. Mardi Gras comes early this year. And I know what Mardi Gras is, right? What's Mardi Gras, Tim?
Fat Tuesday.
See how smart he is. What is Fat Tuesday?
People who give themselves the right to go crazy.
Why would they do that? There's the question. That's what I've got to get you on. Fat Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, which is what it means in French. Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday. The reason we have Fat Tuesday is because, what I just told you, Ash Wednesday is the next day. And Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of Lent, which is 40 days of fasting, giving up something, an introspective look at yourself, time to really kind of reel it all in. So that last Fat Tuesday, that Mardi Gras, is time to just kind of let all your steam out before the, right. You can have a little fun, and then, I mean, I'm not saying go crazy. Mardi Gras, it's not weeks long, folks. I know they do that in New Orleans. They go crazy for a long, long time. It's one day. Mardi Gras is one day. And in fact, at midnight on Mardi Gras, beginning of Ash Wednesday, the New Orleans police take their street sweepers and their bulldozers, and they push on the streets and get everybody, all the trash off. Everybody's got to get off the streets. That's it. Because Mardi Gras is officially over at midnight. It's the beginning of Lent. And that's for anybody who observes Lent. It's a big time. You want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do there. But that's why it's Mardi Gras there. Fat Tuesday is there because of the first Sunday of Lent, or first day of Lent, which is Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday. Everybody know what that is? Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is when you see all those people at the grocery store about that time. It's a little smudge of stuff on their face. You're like, hey, you got something? I'm like, oh, I know. What happens is we have Palm Sunday last year. So we had all these palms, right? We dried them out, and then we'll burn them and take the ash, and that ash becomes what we use for Ash Wednesday. We'll take the ash and grab it and put a cross on your forehead, and we'll say something like, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return, which isn't meant to mean. It's meant to say you're human, and this is what you have to work with. And so, make it right. Do it the right way. Don't go crazy in one way or another. Keep your life steady, as steady as you can. Anyway, I digress. Mardi Gras. Okay. Started thinking about going to New Orleans now. Let's go. We had a good New Year's. I haven't really had a chance to talk about it. It was okay. I'm not trying to be rude by that. It was okay. It was quiet. It was quiet for the most part. We had Priscilla, our neighbor, come down for a little while, and she can be a real character. But I like to thank her because she did provide a lot of the refreshments and whatnot for our service, our little gathering, Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. That was a lot of fun. If you want to check it out, in all 3 hours of its whatever glory, what you want to call it, that go to our YouTube channel, Dallas ULC, or say youtube.com/Dallas ULC. No, youtube.com/@Dallas ULC. youtube.com/@Dallas ULC. So you got to start remembering these things, Tim. You'll start doing the announcements. You've got to get it right. youtube.com/@Dallas ULC. Okay. That's it.
You should have the bloopers too.
I haven't put together bloopers yet. I haven't had a chance to. I'm still trying to recover.
I had the bloopers from way back when.
Oh Lord. Tim's talking about, I think it was our second year I did bloopers. Yeah, I think it was our second year of existence, which is now 8 years ago now. I did a video instead of doing a regular video of just highlights of the year and what the church was doing and whatnot. I decided to make that year a full blooper reel. And Tim was featured in quite a few things. In fact, at the end, he was very thankful and appreciative of me and said, "You've made me a star." To which I said, "No, I haven't."
God.
Yeah, I'm saying God made you something, all right. I'm not sure it was a star. When he said to me, get him to get over here and not be on the Ed McMahon over there, because he'd be a great co-host for me. Maybe I can get him to do radio first. He's got the face for radio. Somebody told me that once. I was like, "Oh, thank you." If you didn't get it, think about it. 6:20 p.m. on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon in Dallas, Texas, Central Time, 73 degrees. Oh, wow. 6:20 p.m. and 73 degrees, folks. I ought to be out, walking around the lake. Something. It's gorgeous. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm gonna go get outside after the show's over. Just walk around a little bit because it can get rainy and nasty here in a bit. You can get on the chair in just a moment. I have to finish my radio station, my radio show. Okay. You just want to be in 5 minutes of fame? Is that what you want? Okay. Come on. 5 minutes of fame. Let's go. Come on up here. You can do it. Look here. Look here. There we go. Now you can say hello to everybody. It's your first time on Your Path Live. You've been on TV before with us. This is Munchkin. Munchkin is going to be, I believe he's going to be 16. So he's born on the 21st. No, he's born in 2011. So he's going to be 15 this year in just a few days. January 26th is his birthday. He'll be 15, buddy. We had Munchin's mama, Bella. I had her for a long time, and we lost her last year. So, Munchin here. He's just saying what this kid, this dog right here, has gotten me through thick and thin. I'm serious about that. Are you embarrassed now? Get all your see all your fans out there. Say hi. Okay. All right. He's gonna get back to the spot where he's usually right there. Now the next one's gonna come up. I already see him coming. Come on. This one, he's gonna growl. This is Dexter. See, and he likes to make that noise no matter what. His tail will be wagging, wanting to kiss you and everything else, and he just has to make that noise. Look over here. Look over here. See there? Say hi, people. Over here. Up here. Looking right at the camera, aren't you? You crazy boy. Dexter's 5. He turned 5 in October, and he's still sucking terrible chews. Isn't that right, buddy? Okay, you got your time now too. Is that fair? You hear him? All right. Got about 8 minutes left? Wow. I like the show today. I thought it was a good one. Okay. There's still time to call in. Hey, Don. Hey, Don, if you're out there, you could call in at least. Don was here this morning and part of this afternoon, and then, stiffed us and snuck out and didn't stay for the show. Neighbors are here. You got to get somewhere. Distractions. You always tell my tails when I'm trying to stretch. Sorry, folks. It's an hour show, and you don't always get the timing perfectly. I apologize. I eliminated a lot of my scripts had a lot of, for the second part, had a lot of little snippets for calling in, but I don't think it's going to do any good. So I just passed over them, and that probably made it a little short today. So let's do this. It's 6:23. We can talk a little bit after I do the final prayer here. We'll do that, and then we'll send you on your way today, folks, on this beautiful Wednesday. I hope if you're in Dallas, you're down here in the South, you better be outside right now. It's too gorgeous. It's 73 degrees on 6:23 in the afternoon on January 7th. I mean, who knew? Okay. That's why. There's one of the reasons people love moving to Dallas, folks. It's January and it's 73 degrees outside. We have an ice storm every year, but it's nothing. I mean, it's a week at the most, usually. Kills all the bugs off, hopefully. And then we kind of get back to normal, whatever that is. So, but when you can, that's what people always ask. Well, why do people move to Dallas? What do you live there for? Well, you got a huge airport, Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. I believe it's the second busiest in the country right now. It's going to be the first busiest soon, and behind Atlanta. You've got a lot of wide open spaces. You've got some amazing sports and entertainment and food, and you've got weather that's pretty nice 90% of the time. Yeah, it gets hot in the summer. and it gets mild in the winter and you get an ice storm or two. But for the most part, compared to other parts of the country, Dallas has a good weather system. So that's one of the reasons people move here. Okay. So I'm going to go and do the closing prayer, and then we will say goodbye after that. And I'll say something, I'm sure, very inspirational and lovely. I'm getting tired too. I can tell. God, for every person listening who feels alone, be near in a way they can sense. For the ones surrounded by people but still unseen, remind them that they matter. For those grieving, those depressed, those who moved and lost their circle, those betrayed, bring comfort and healing. Give them courage to reach out. Give them wisdom to choose safe people. Give them strength to show up consistently. And place the right community around them. Please. People who will not judge. People who will not use them. People who will actually show up. Heal what hurts them. Heal what hurt them. Restore trust where it's been shattered. And let tonight be the night loneliness starts losing its grip. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay. Where did that leave me? 5 more minutes. How does that happen? It's like, you want time to go and you're having a great old time, and I'm having a great time, but it's just like, I said a lot tonight. Okay. Is there anything else special going on? We got going on coming up? I mean, we just got Easter coming up, right? It's Easter. Early. I didn't look. So it's basically 40 days after February the 18th. Let's look and see what. See, you hear that? All night long. I don't know what to do about it. New neighbors, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm sure I'll think of something. The Easter. Come on now. Easter is on April the 5th. Early this year. My father's birthday is April the 7th. So that's even before his birthday. That's really early. We sometimes have it in March, right? March, April, May. We sometimes have it in May. April and May. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it tonight, folks. I had a good time. We talked tonight about some pretty deep topics, loneliness being one of them. And we can work on that. It's something that you can work on. Follow us through the steps ahead. Go back and watch this again if you need to, and get some more ideas out of it. Call in and talk to me about it. I'd love to talk to you about it online or on the air. So we talked about loneliness, and then we also talked about if I can get to the top of this screen here. There's our loneliness section. It's so slow going in that way. Let's see what I'm looking for. Go away. My little scroll bar over here. Yeah. The first part was your mouth is building your future or burning it down. I thought that was pretty important. That was a good one. Tim actually remembered that part before he fell asleep. So we talked about building your future or burning it down. We talked about loneliness. They go together because they go together. Yes. Don't forget, you can listen to the Zoo 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's THEZUE.net. Please check that out, folks. I've noticed our listenership has dropped a little bit on there, and I'm wondering why, because I think it's some pretty good stuff on there. If you have any suggestions, please don't hesitate to send me a text message, or rather send me an email. It's mark@yourdallas.church. Mark@yourdallas.church. That's my email address. Please send me something. Let me know what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want us to do differently here at the church. I think we're pretty different as it is. We're pretty radically different as a church, but I'm sure there's always ways we can improve for you. And the only way we know how to do that is if you let us know. So that's that. And it's 6:28 and some odd seconds. We're just basking in the light for a moment. I'm hungry. I think I skipped lunch today, didn't I? Okay. It's been a pleasure, folks. I enjoyed it. Please join us again next Wednesday for Your Path Live with Mr. Mark. We'll have another hopefully exciting topic that draws you in and makes you want to call and talk and debate with me and have a great time. If you want to watch this again, I will have it up soon on our YouTube channel, which is, like I said, youtube.com/@DallasULC. And you can go through any of our previous recordings there. Folks, like I said, it's been a real pleasure and I've enjoyed it. And stay safe out there. I know that the weather is still bad in a lot of the country. Stay safe. We've got some weather coming here, I think, tomorrow night with some pretty good thunderstorms. Actually, I just saw it on the thing here. Thunderstorm watch coming up. Folks, we'll see you next hopefully see you Sunday at 3 p.m. at 3 p.m. at dulc.online.church. I had to think about that one. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I found the right button to let them out of here, right? Bye, guys.